Welcome everyone to the Goddess Temple. My name is Chris. And for today's message, what I have coming through is this beautifully gorgeous way of integrating the polarity within you. And when I say polarity, I mean conflict. The conflict within you. The fact that you want to do something, you want to be the best version of you, you want to be expressive, there is so much within you. You're like, I know there is more. I know I can do better. I know there's more. I know I can do better. And it's this place that eventually you get to where it moves away from, I don't even want to try it out, to being, you know what? What happens when I push this little boundary? What happens when I feel good? What happens when I play with fire? What happens when I start experimenting? What happens when I'm patient, calm, and observing? Like, what's happening here? Am I becoming better? Am I becoming more whole? Am I noticing who I am? Am I putting in the pieces so my partner can succeed and connect with me? Am I doing what I can do so I can succeed and support and sustain myself? Like, am I realizing who I am? Did I do all of these things so I can eventually come to a place and ask, who am I? For you to understand that who you are is pure, abundant expression, knowingness, awareness, realization waiting to happen, potential possibility, as well as nothingness, void, shadow, darkness, secrets. And yet it's no longer secrets, but it's more of, ooh, what can I play with in this shadow, in this place of unknown? What can I create from this? Who can I become from understanding and seeing these little polarizing places? What can I create from nothing? How can I materialize the things that I want? Who can I become and completely transform everything that I know, everything that this life is? Whoever that comes through, like, I can change who I am whenever I choose and please to. Who I am is a mastery of my own self, of my own expression. To then dance and rejoice and be bountiful in the fruits of this earth and play and create and artfully mastered life. Artfully have mastered my life. You come into this realization that you've mastered everything that you've needed to create, that you did it. You work through all the stories, all the limitations, all the wisdom, the knowledge, everything. Not only was it acquired, but was materialized. That, wow, that is something magnificent. To understand that you have the capacity to shapeshift without ego. And to even be able to catch yourself when the non-ego self becomes the ego self. And that little interplay and dance, you begin to understand these little nuances. You catch yourself And this is where life just keeps unraveling. It's not even one step after the other, but it truly becomes the yellow brick road down to you reaching God, you reaching source. And I know that I typically do not use God or source, and I've used source, but not really God in my languaging. Not that I reject it, it's just I want my content to be a little bit more receptive um, to be a bit more receptive and on a more of a grand, bigger scale. So, but you come to a place where you understand what it means for you to be source, for you to be the center point creation, and for this to not be a secret, for even this power. It's time for this power and this success and this knowledge and wisdom to be shared. It's for the aspect of you that understands itself to be unworthy to be worthy. It's the aspect of you that lives and builds on all the magic that exists within you, to knowing that you actually do have the power and the control and the effort to do what's necessary. And power is not, okay, this is gonna be a little bit like, yeah, I hope that you can keep up with it. Just bear with me though. So power is, it is dominance. And the thing is, it's about you realizing and noticing what your dominance is, who your dominance is, what that looks like, what that flavor tastes like. How does it feel when you lead? How does it look? How do you look? How do you shift and embody yourself that much more? Because the powerful, dominant version of you, it's not you right now. And at the same time, it doesn't mean that you right now is invalid and cannot exist and will not survive this transition. The thing is, this version of you will survive. It does survive. It is infinite. It is the whole concept of eternal life. You live on regardless. And when you tap into that little magic, you truly begin to understand what it means for you to be powerful. And how you can live a far more holistic and full life. Where you're not hungry, starved, but it's available for everyone to experience and have. So, with that, I am going to be leaving the message here. I wish you guys all the best, and I will speak to you soon.